Hello everybody, on the Starbucks Gamer, we're back with Kingdom Hearts. This is a normal run, we're dropping by Agrabah. Personally, I always thought Agrabah took a little longer than the other worlds, but that could just be me.
And the keyhole?
The Heartless are searching for it now. I'm certain we'll find it soon enough. So that just leaves...
Jafar! I've looked everywhere for Jasmine. She's disappeared like magic.
The girl is more trouble than she's worth.
You said you had things under control.
Agrabah is full of holes for rats to hide in. But why worry about Princess Jasmine? With her or without her, surely this world will be ours when we find the keyhole.
We need all 7 princesses of heart to open the final door. Any fewer is useless.
Well, if the princess is that important, we'll find her. Find Jasmine, and bring her to me at once.
Don't steep yourself in darkness too long. The heartless consume the careless.
Your concern is touching, but hardly necessary.
So after this cutscene, we're going to be placed in a room, and that room is going to be filled with Heartless, so be prepared for that. Now, the bandits that we're facing now, they could be as deadly as the air soldiers, because, well, that one spinning move could take them from one side of the room to the other, so you gotta be careful for them. Other than that, there's not really anything new to... I mean, there's the new type of large body, which is called, I think, the Fat Bandit. And it's basically a large body... How'd you get hurt? Huh. Weird. It's just a large body that uses fire-based magic. It breathes out fire, it spits out fireballs. Other than that, it's just a large body, so you don't have to worry too much on them. You can also run into a new type of Heartless called the Pod Spider, which, they're relatively weak, but the thing is, they're a bit jumpy. That can make them a little hard to hit. And also, I know that there's going to be a part coming up where we fight, like, a bunch of them during a boss fight. So with all those, like, spawning around you, it could be a little chaotic. But on the bright side, they have little health. It takes maybe, like, at this level, maybe 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 hits to beat them, so you don't have to worry too much. Now, during this part of the game, there's 3 logs that we need to find. One's in Aladdin's room, which is where we're going right now. The other is going to be in the alleyway, I think that's what it's called, and there's going to be a third one that opens up a little later after we find Aladdin. So, first things first, we're going to free the carpet. And before we get to a certain part of the story, it's funny because Donald would say, the carpet's gone off to the desert, but let's first check out the city. I don't know why, but I'm a fan of those little details that you could see. And here's the first lock we'll be finding. It's kind of weird because we actually use the key as a normal key rather than beam a light into it. It's also kind of weird. Like, do you think they actually have an oversized key for those locks? I mean, it's comically made for our Keyblade alone. So currently, the only place that you could really go would be down this way. Conveniently, every other place is, like, locked or something. I don't know why. You think the Heartless locked everything up for us? Or do you think Jafar had the foresight on locking every place up?
Who's there? Hello?
A leaden. Where might I find this street rat? Jasmine, allow me to find you more suitable company, my dear princess. These little rats won't do, you see.
Jasmine, run!
If you're wondering if Jafar is fighting us right now, don't worry about it. He just sends in like a bunch of bandits, and then he disappears. Or walks off. I'm gonna say this now. Jafar is a letdown in this game. In fact, I think I don't like both his boss fights. From this game and Kingdom Hearts 2. Honestly, kind of sad. It hurts a little more because he is technically one of my favorite Disney villains. So, yeah. I mean, at least Hades was entertaining to fight. But Jafar? Boring. Here's the second one. We just need one more. Which, unfortunately, can't be unlocked currently. We have to go to the desert. Since we already freed the carpet, we could just go to the desert. But I do know that the peddler makes a cameo in this game. He pops up in the oh, hey. Those are the pot spiders. As you can see, they're very weak. Really, it's only during this one boss fight that they're kind of a threat, but after that, they're not. And then they later get this other variant called the barrel spiders. I would think that the barrel spiders be a little more dangerous than the pot spiders, on the grounds that the barrel spiders like to blow up. Now, if the thought of a heartless exploding scares you, you don't have to worry too much. When they explode, they die, so that's good. And a little note to remind yourself is that the barrel spider, if you shoot him with fire, it kills him instantly. So, there's no problems with that one. Whoops.
Thunder! Thunder!
Alright.
Come on!
There is a rare Heartless that appears in this world called the Pot Scorpion. Now, that one's kind of different compared to the others. And that's because, well, unlike Pot Spiders where the shell is kind of fragile and you could just beat the hell out of them, the Pot Scorpion, the shell's kind of hard to hit. You have to wait for it to become vulnerable. I'll go more into that Heartless during the item video that I'm planning to do. It probably won't be for a while though. What level would I suggest doing Agrabah at? I remember I had like, did I say 3 times whatever stars are present, or did I say 2 times the stars that are present? I'm not too sure. I think there were 5 stars for Agrabah. Maybe there was 4. Let's see. I think it might be 4, and I think the level that you want to at least come here would be at least around level 12, but we're, I think, at level 20. To me, I think level 20 would be a better, a better level to be around, to be honest. It's just the first time I played Agrabah when I was a kid. I was having a hard time, and I must have been like level 12, level 15. But then I went to level up, and once I got like around level 20, it felt like a lot easier just to deal with. So when we tried to help Aladdin here, there's going to be, I think, at least 2 rounds of Heartless that pop up. A bunch of bandits. So what you can do is that you could summon Simba right at the start. And 2 full charges should kill all the Heartless, so you don't have to fight too much. And any of the stragglers, well, you can take them out. Their numbers will be greatly reduced anyway. Probably 1 or 2 would survive, but you don't have to worry too much on them. That's 1, and I like to point out that I messed up. I want to say that as long as you're holding down the charge button, Simba stays in combat. But the thing is, it might have been a stalemate, because I think these guys wouldn't have spawned unless I moved a bit, and I already held down the, charge button, so there's no moving on my part. But we handled it regardless. Could have gone a lot faster, but these things happen.
Gosh, not again!
I like how Donald was just standing there doing nothing.
Genie, get rid of these guys!
Wish number 1 coming right up.
I see. Thanks, Sora.
Aladdin, what are you doing out here?
Same old stuff. Hunting legendary treasure. Just paid a visit to the Cave of Wonders. I found that magic carpet. And this lamp. Legend has it that whoever holds the lamp can summon...
Please, kid, leave the intros to a professional. The one and only Genie of the Lamp. Rub-a-dub-dub the lamp and have your dearest wishes granted. Today's winner is Aladdin. Congratulations. Patience, my fine feathered friend. Any 3 wishes. Oh, 1 wish, a 2 wish, a 3 wish. Then I make like a banana and seal it. Our lucky winner made his first wish.
And let me tell you what a doozy that wish was.
So he has 2 left. So, Master, what'll you have for wish number 2?
How about making me a fabulously wealthy prince?
Whoa! Money, royalty, fame! Why didn't I do that? Okay, you asked for it. 100 servants and 100 camels loaded with gold. Just say the word and I'll deliver it in 30 minutes or less, or your meal's free. Hey, I'll even throw in a cappuccino.
No thanks.
Okay.
I think I'll put that on hold until we reach Agrabah.
Oh, why a prince?
You see, there's this girl in Agrabah named Jasmine. But she's a princess. And she could never fall for a guy like me.
Jasmine?
Oh, that's right. She's in trouble, Aladdin.
What? Well, come on, let's get going.
Fresh air, the great outdoors.
I guess you don't get out much, huh?
Comes with a job. Phenomenal cosmic powers, itty-bitty living space. It's always 3 wishes, then back to my portable prison. I'm lucky to see the light of day every century or 2.
Say, Genie, what if I use my last wish to free you from the lamp? What do you think?
You do that?
Genie, it's a promise. After we help Jasmine.
So, like with the first cutscene, once this cutscene ends, we're gonna be propped into another room. The Heartless do spawn, and it could, if you're not prepared, it could take you by surprise, but they're relatively easy. And I guess this is a good time to see this guy's attack. So, you saw the spitball, which, like I demonstrated, could be thrown right back at him, and you have the flamethrower. If you cast Blizzard on him when he's using that move, it will kind of like stop him for a couple of seconds, so you don't have to worry about him using it. Other than that, I don't think there's much to go over. As you can see, that doorway is now more open. Previously, it was blocked off by barrels and boxes. I guess they moved it from there to the bottom. Again, I kind of question who. Was it the Heartless? Was it Jafar? Maybe both? You know, I think these guys in the original had more of an orange coat to them. Like, it wasn't yellow, it's orange or maybe red? Could be wrong. So, now what we have to do is that we're going to have to go to one place that was previously blocked off. And like with the other locks, unlock them. Again, weird placement for locks, but... I mean, imagine being the official that has to lock the keyholes or unlock the keyholes. It's all like, I do they put them in such random places? Why not in front of the gate? Or hell, why not someplace where we could get them? Why are these in random places? And if you go to Aladdin's house, there's an extra cutscene that you can see. You know, I think it was in the phone game they had Agrabah, and that's what the genie's referencing here. And I need Donald and Goofy for this, because there is a trinity in the place we're going to be heading off to. I'll find something else to give Aladdin. I think it was this playthrough that I decided to give all the allies something. I don't think I've thought of it during, like, Tarzan's level, but I could be wrong. I think I gave him the White Fang, just because it's more fitting. Now, in this room, there's a chance of black fungus to appear. They're like the white mushrooms, only they're trying to kill you. If you end the move with a devastating blow, you have a chance of getting something called Mystery Mold and Mystery Goo. Well, actually, Mystery Goo I think has a bigger drop rate than Mystery Mold, but Mystery Mold is a rare item that is worth a lot. I think it sells for 5,000 gold, but the drop rate for that is like very, very low. I mean, 5,000 gold is not bad money. From one item too, so the drop rating seems a little fair. There are abilities that do increase drop rates, I think. Lucky Strike being an ability that increases drop rates. And the best thing is that it could go to all three of the party members, so are Donald and Goofy. And some companions do have it. I don't think Aladdin has it, does he? I'm not too sure. He might have it. It would be fitting for Aladdin to have that kind of ability. Well, anyways, that lock over there is going to be the last one. Then we could get to Jafar. We're not going to be fighting him just yet. I'm just giving everybody a heads up. It's kind of a mini boss that's going to pop up. And for me, I never really liked this mini boss. As a kid, it gave me trouble. It's not bad, but it's just the memory of it that puts me off, you know? So I'm going to go back to Aladdin's room. I'm going to switch out one of these guys for Aladdin. I do suggest having some potions or ethers on you, just in case you get low on health or magic. Just to be safe. But other than that, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. Another heads up is that after this mini-boss, there's going to be another mini-boss, so try to keep some potions or ethers on you just in case. But I don't think they'd be too difficult to handle.
Setting your sights a little high, aren't you, boy? Back to your hole, street rat. I will not allow you to trouble the princess anymore.
Jasmine!
I'm so sorry, Aladdin.
Genie, help Jasmine, please.
One wish left. You're making this really easy, you know?
So sorry, boy. I'm afraid your second wish has been denied.
Huh?
I'm sorry, Al.
And now, I bid you all farewell. Attack!
He disappeared again. Wow, who would have thought? So that's the mini-boss we're going to be dealing with. Its body will consist of pot spiders, which could break easily. The thing is, there is a lot of pot spiders. In the level 1 run, I did destroy all the pot spiders. I don't remember how many there were. But what I like to do is I like to hit this guy a couple times. Back up. I don't really go for the back, because 9 times out of 10, I end up getting attacked by the purple stingers. So I just like go for the head. The head's not completely defenseless either. So if you get rid of all the pot spiders, the head will have this electrical attack with its antennas and try to charge at you, so be prepared for that. easily it could be parried, but my timing, like I mentioned before, sucks. But even then, I think I did pretty decent with it. Let's see, you could get rid of them now while they're dormant. I don't know how many there really are, but getting rid of as many as you can before it pops back is, you know, helpful. Hey, Aladdin got leveled up. That's nice. Personally, I don't really... I really don't like going towards where the main Heartless is. Mainly because this small room, there's a lot of enemies. I'm kind of surrounded, so I like to back off a bit. I'm just trying to get through this quickly, though, so I'm throwing caution to the wind and going more on the offense. Just be aware of, like, how many enemies are around you. And if you need to, back off. But we're about to kill him, so shouldn't be too much of an issue. I think there's only 4 pot spiders. Well, I heard more, so that means there's going to be more. The Heartless was pushing Aladdin close by. I mean, he's about to die. It wouldn't be too much of an issue. I think when he has, like, those pot spiders on him, he doesn't do his electrical attack. So, if it feels difficult, try to keep them intact. Try. Honestly, I haven't really fought him with all the pot spiders intact. I just end up killing some of them, you know?
Jasmine! To the desert! Come on, let's move!
Now, after this, Heartless will again spawn. If you're caught off guard, it's gonna suck. I'm telling from experience, that's how I felt when I first played the game. But on the bright side, if they do end up killing you, it will respawn you like right here, I believe. But before we go to the desert, I do want to drop by Aladdin's house real quick, because that's where the peddler is going to pop up. During this part, he will act like a merchant, so if you need supplies, that's a good place to go. Well, if you need supplies and you don't want to travel all the way back to Traverse Town, it's a good place to make a quick stop. I think we'll be good, though. Don't think we need much. See? Gonna give Aladdin this. He doesn't have much, but if in a pinch, it'll work out. Now, during most of the playthroughs, I had Goofy as my companion during the next boss fight. But if you have Donald, he does this weird little... I'd say him in the cutscene's a little weird. You'll see what I mean. I can't explain it, but you'll see what I mean. Alright, everybody's stocked. I'm pretty sure I lost almost half of my potions, but potions are easy to come by. And if you don't feel like finding them, well, they're cheap to buy. 60 money, not bad. And right here is going to be the mini boss that's going to pop up. I noticed a difference there. See, if you had Goofy in the party, he would have his shield, like, out. And your arm clips right through it. But the reason why I wanted Donald in the scene is, look! He's just walking nonchalantly in the background. What the hell, Donald? So for this boss fight, we need to target its eyes. Simple enough. But first things first, I'm going to summon Simba, because he's going to spit out a bunch of Heartless. And I'd rather just take him out easily. Now, you probably noticed the beam of light that came from his eyes. That's gonna hurt. I don't think I need to give everybody the heads up. The beam coming at you is gonna hurt. I think it kind of traces you too, so be careful for that. but you can knock it back. And here's another good thing. See, when you charge up Zimba and when you go for the attack, for a brief moment, you're invincible. So if you're about to get attacked but you have a weak charge, you could release it and not get hit. During this part, I typically focus on one eye, but if you want it faster, try to hit them both at the same time. You gotta be careful with how you're hitting it, because you could get in front of the eye and end up getting shot. Now, the head will move eventually, and when it does, it can knock you off. Well, I wasn't even referring to that part. I just got unlucky. The thing is, when it does that, it will eventually do this again, so it makes it easier for you to climb back on and hit. And as you can see, we got one eye down, so it's not separate eyes that you need to worry about. It's one life bar that we just have to focus on. Of course, if you fall down, you could always use the side of the main to climb your way back up. But we're about to finish this guy off, so no need to worry. As long as you're on its nose for the majority of the fight, most of the dangers wouldn't get to you. There could be chances where a Heartless attack you, and you have the threat of falling off, but as long as you keep out of range, like, you should be okay. I know that it had one attack that didn't get shown, but I think it happened while we were on its nose. But it's like this breath attack that can and will hurt you. Something I didn't know until I played the level 1 run, because I never seen it before. But again, you have to be in front of it for it to hit you. I guess a big threat for that fight would be the Heartless that tried to smack you off. But other than that, you should be relatively safe. Oh, I'm definitely not in a good situation. Okay. When given the chance, run. And I like to point out that these are my two least favorite combination of Heartless, because they're both fast, they're both aggressive. Thank you, everybody. Even though I mean, it technically didn't get wasted, but still. I'm gonna deal with this guy first. He's a pain in the ass. Alright. Now we'll go for the big guy. Oh, I should have stayed down. Again, when does guard pop up? Like, it changes with each, like, weapon type. I know guard comes very early on if you choose the shield. I'm not too sure where it gets from the sword. We're above level 20. I think we're level 22. Maybe, actually, are we level 23 now? Maybe it was level 27 when we get guard. Anyway, to get that chest, you're gonna need high jump, which will be unlocked in Monstro. Which will be the next world, actually, so it's gonna have to wait. There are a couple places here that might seem like you need high jump, but you actually make it with just a simple jump. Like over here, for instance, you just jump on this thing. And jump over here. I could never make this jump as a kid, so I always waited till I got high jump, but eventually I figured, like, my jumping got better. And if you're wondering where we pushed that block down, well, there's a waterway down below. We'll be getting to it eventually. I think there's only one thing that we actually... Two. Or... There's a couple things we can't do now. So that's gonna have to wait. And we just learned guard. Great, that's gonna make things a lot easier. I say, and then you're gonna see I never use it. I never use guard. Huh. It do be like that sometimes, though. That was a bad move. I think I said earlier that if you use Blizzard, it cancels out his flame breath. It stuns him for a bit. That's how it looks. Give me this. So, if you want to know the difference between dodge rolling and guarding, for dodge rolling, you need to be moving. For guarding, it's stationary. The thing is, my controller likes to be a dick. In other words, I could be moving, and trying to dodge roll. But because it does this drift thing, it will think I'm stationary. So more times than not, I'm going to be guarding when I mean to, dodge roll. Now, typically, I'd suggest just get rid of dodge roll or guard or one or the other. And that takes away the problem. But I was kind of being stubborn with that. So I didn't. I figured it would have got better eventually, but no, the issue persisted for a while. I think it even screwed me over a couple of times. Now that I think about it, I think there's another thing about the large body. I mean, the fat bandit that I'm forgetting. So, if you, like I said, if you do cast Blizzard on the large fat bandit, God, this guy. If you do that, oh, okay, he's doing it right now. Sometimes he gets pissed off and tries to spit fire at you. Understandable, you just hit him with freeze, he's gonna retaliate. So, not every time will it stagger him, so be careful on that. It's okay. I know I miscalled him, like, large body a couple times, but can you blame me? It's just the large body, but with fire. That's basically the Heartless. Typically, you can fall down into the abyss and you'll be in the waterway, but this time I'm going to go down myself. Right here's a blue trinity. It's kind of hard to see because it kind of mixes in with the ground, but the prompt should give you a heads up on where it is. And there's a lot of things that we could do down here. We're going to need Aladdin's help with a couple places. But I think at the time, I'm going to grab Goofy real quick and have him help me with the trinity. Actually, before I do that, let me grab this. This chest right here, I believe, has a torn page. I think in total there's 6 that we could find. Don't quote me on that. I remember 6. I know that most of them are found within chests, but there is one that you have to get through finding Dalmatians, so just be aware of that. I think it's after finding half the Dalmatians, you get the torn page. So, it's going to be a while. I'm not too sure how much we have right now. I think we have... I don't know. I don't recall how many we have currently. Maybe 20. A little over 20. Maybe going into the 30s. And we need to take care of this for the story.
My first wish, Genie. Show me the keyhole.
As a kid, this part had me stuck for so long because I didn't know where to go. I didn't have the internet back then, so I didn't know what to do. So for the longest time, I've been stuck in Agrabah. It's just past these stairs. It's towards the entrance. It's in a place called the Hidden Room. I believe that's the room's name. Hopefully I'm right. Otherwise, that's going to be embarrassing. But there's more stuff to do down here, so let's grab Aladdin. We're going to need him for a bit. We'll go down this way because I think this would be a lot easier for us. And we'll be going to the right. Now that there's going to be these statues that are popping up. The first one we're coming across, we could touch by ourselves, so we don't need Aladdin. But the rest, we're going to need Aladdin so Abu could touch them. Which is kind of weird because by touching these, the Cave of Wonder, lore-wise, should be crumbling down, but whatever. And there's the block that we saw earlier. It's now going to be a little more useful for us. Granted, if we get high jump... Have I called it double jump by accident? Sorry, force a habit. Once we get high jump, I think we could just do without that block, but we're already here. We might as well deal with it. There we go. I believe there's 3 more of these. One's going to be not in this room, but the next room, and 2 are going to be in the last room before the boss fight. Well, first boss fight. There's technically 2 boss fights, but honestly, it's such a disappointment. Like, look, I'm gonna put in retrospect, I could beat this boss fight on level 1 on my first attempt. The only thing I have to say is don't be careless. Be cautious where you're going, and everything will turn out right. I didn't want to go here, but oh well. I would get into why I'm disappointed with the boss fight, but it's coming up. I'll share that discussion while we're fighting Jafar, just to show my point. If anything, I'd say the Heartless are more of a pain in the ass than the actual boss fight. That's what you have to worry about. I know I'm exaggerating a bit, but it feels like it's the truth. It kind of feels like it's the truth. Where's the other? Oh, there you are. I thought I lost you. That flamethrower of his, it's actually pretty, it could be pretty, like, forgiving sometimes, because I thought I was going to get hit by it. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, no, no. I don't want to deal with this. And there's a chest over there that we could grab. Sometimes I overshot the first jump. It's kind of embarrassing. Or undershot it. I just wanted these guys with me when we pop over here. Ah, you guys deal with them. I heard something drop. Oh. Okay, that's cool. Good to know. Pot spiders drop tents. I believe the tent gives you full HP. I don't know how much the drop rate is, though. If I have to make a guess, probably like 10%, 5%. I think the normal items, like for synthesis, would be like the 10%. But the items like potions, high potions, that'll be less than 10%. Just because I think I've seen that somewhere. I could be wrong. I honestly don't really know half the time. If I didn't see it on the internet, I wouldn't be able to tell you the percentages. Or at least my assumption on the percentages. Why are you going after Aladdin? I'm the one that, you know, I'm the one that threw Blizzard at your face. The hell? And Aladdin, how did you... Never mind. Also, if you throw barrels at enemies, they do get stunned. I don't think that ever got brought up, but then again, I rarely do it. I just saw the opportunity and I took it. Now, in this room, there's the last 2... I don't know what the hell you call these things. Statues? Statues. That you need to ask Aladdin to help you with. The thing is, I think that's the only one we could, like... I don't think we even need this one in particular, because look where it's sending us. Watch. It's sending us right here. I feel like we could jump up here. Well, not there specifically, but, you know, someplace close to it. It's just, if you could look right here, I'm pretty sure we could just simply jump up here. I mean, with our base jump, so it's like, huh. Oh well. I'm gonna need you to be Donald real quick. Can't forget the Red Trinity. Pretty sure I mentioned it before, but you can't miss any of the Trinities, because, well, originally there was one that you could miss, but it got patched, so now it's not missable, which is good. It was in a very forgettable place, too, like, it was at Oogie Boogie's manor, but now it's like at the bottom of the manor. It's like, I would not think to look down there, to be honest. Alright. I really don't think I'm gonna need any of these items. At this point, it's just for show, really. I mean, we are going into like 2 fights. Technically. And my stick is drifting a bit. I don't know, maybe that'll make it a little difficult. Maybe.
That boy again?
He is more persistent than I expected. Why not explain the situation to that boy, Riku? Doing so may actually prove useful to our...
Wait a second. Are you Maleficent?
Jafar, let Jasmine go!
Not a chance. You see, she's a princess. One of 7 who somehow hold the key to opening the door.
Open?
But you fools won't live to see what lies beyond it. Genie, my second wish, crush them!
Genie, no!
Sorry, Al. The one with the lamp calls the shots. I don't have a choice.
I have a question. Doesn't that go against rules, like you're not supposed to kill... Well, I guess he used the words crush, not kill. And congratulations, Jafar. You got a hit. Do you feel proud? The hell is that spell? Oh, that one. So, for this, you're really going to be moving more than you think you are. In fact, Genie over there, he's more of a threat than Jafar. I wish I were lying. Jafar, for most of this fight, will be moving around like a bitch and not fight you head on. So much for your all-powerful wizard. So, let's see about his moves. We have that one laser move that he managed to hit me with. Congratulations. We have his ice move right here that, honestly, if you get caught in it, just stay in the center. It only goes through, through the ring of water. If you stay in the center, nothing bad happens. Granted, as a kid, that killed me a lot because I didn't understood it. And he turns into that little ball of energy and goes around the area. It doesn't do anything, you can't hurt him. If anything, it pisses me off. And there are going to be times where he does that, where he mocks you. It's like, bitch, I am beating your ass. This time, he's going to have some form of balls, and he's going to try to attack you. But, it's easily defendable. I would have laughed if I got hit. Easily defendable, he says. And you got to be aware of that move. But to be honest, it's easily noticeable. You just back off. It doesn't even hurt you that much. And he's doing that same fucking voice line. I think this part he gets me. Yeah, when he's like this, I get hit. It's just... Oh, wow, gravity seemed to hurt him. Holy shit, what the hell is that? Okay, so... That's something I didn't know. Apparently, if you cast magic, I assume maybe gravity... Maybe... I don't know, because I casted Thunder on him earlier. He didn't give a shit. Maybe it's with gravity. I'm going over here, fuck that. He cast that one spell, but honestly... Does it really matter when you get smacked in like a few seconds later? I mean, it didn't hurt me when I touched him, so it's more for a defensive spell. I wonder if other spells, like, get the same treatment. Like, if I cast fire on him, would he cast it? Not too sure. Also, hearing that sound, just be aware that sometimes he will use that attack without saying anything. So be aware of that. And there he goes, in the orb again, like a little bitch. You know, in a previous playthrough, I did bring up that I wish that he turned into a giant snake, like halfway through the, have a phase where he's a giant snake, from the movie. It would make the fight a little more interesting. Granted, kid me would be scared shitless, but I think it'd be cool. The hell is that noise? Now we have another fight coming up. I really wish to tell you it got better. I guess it'd be subjective on better though, but honestly, I think it still sucked. Don't get me wrong, he's not playing keep away. At this point, I think in the next fight he's playing peekaboo half the damn time.
Genie, my final wish. I want you to make me an all-powerful genie.
I have a question. What if I jump in front of the magic beam? Would I become an all-powerful genie? Is that something that could be a possibility? I mean, yeah, but I'd be bound to the genie's rules. I'd be sent to a lamp. Someone's got to wish me for my freedom. Alright, let's deal with this. I mean, the location's nice. It's intimidating. We're in a room full of lava. He's gigantic. But the way to beat him is to hit Iago. Or if you want to be an asshole like my level 100 run, you can just smack him with ice.
See ya.
I made the joke in the level 1 run. But, okay, I get ya. When I was trying to square up with ya, you didn't do jack shit. But now when I'm going after the bird, you're squaring up. Cute. Come here, Iago, you son of a bitch. You don't think I have projectile magic? If he attacked more, I'd be impressed. Well, I guess I got what I wish for Donald. That's just the thing, though. He's taking pot shots at us. He's not really going full out, like, attacking us. I feel like he's just underestimating us. What happened the last time you underestimated us, Jafar? We beat you. I mean, he also has this one move that he hasn't used yet. It's his laser. It's his eye laser. But it's not gonna matter. We're about to win. We just won. Thanks, Jafar. You made that easy.
Okay, Jafar. Back to your lamp.
I also want to point out that Jafar is kind of the villain that kind of dropped the ball on Maleficent's plan because he revealed it to us. It's like, dude, if you kept your mouth shut, we would have been left in the dark.
Jasmine? Jasmine!
Oh, now the Cave of Wonders is pissed. Okay, so for this minigame, you're only gonna play this once, and then never again. I'm pretty sure that you can never play this again. And the level 1 playthrough taught me that if you die during this part, it just ends. So, if you really don't want to play this, just get hit by everything. I like the spin move. I'm very simple. I like simple stuff. I like the spin. I also like in Kingdom Hearts 2, you get another carpet minigame. It's kind of like a rail shooter. So, if that's your type of minigame, you're in luck. And this is the end. Oh well, that was fun while it lasted.
Earth to Al? Hello, you still have one wish left. Look, just say the word. Ask me to find Jasmine for you.
I wish for your freedom, Genie.
Al!
A deal's a deal, Genie. Now you can go anywhere you want. You're your own master. But if you can, it'd be great if you could go along with them and help Sora find Jasmine.
Sorry, Al. I'm done taking orders from others. But a favor? Now that's entirely different. I guess I could give that a try. After all, we're pals, right, Al?
Genie.
Just leave it to me!
That smarmy vizier could have had him. If someone had stuck around to give him a hand.
Hey, I did my part. I brought the princess, didn't I?
Jafar was beyond help, consumed by his own hatred. One should beware of letting it burn too fiercely.
Whoa, 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 lighten up. I'm as cool as they come, okay? By the way, kid, have we got something special for you?
Huh?
We had a deal, yes? You help us, and we grant you your wish.
Kyrie!
Go to her. Your vessel is waiting.
Just remember, this is no pleasure cruise. It won't be a pleasant voyage.
Why are you doing all this for me? What's the catch?
Catch? What's the catch? Silly boy. You're like a son to me. I only want you to be happy.
I seriously doubt that.
Believe what you wish. But lest we forget, I kept my end of the bargain.
So we earned a new summon for doing this, and it's gonna be Genie. The thing is, unlike other summons where we had to take it to the Fairy Godmother, we just instantly know it. And we also learned the Green Trinity, which has been popping up around several places. Now, like I say, the world has been cleared, there's not gonna be any Heartless. Typically, that means you could go and explore as much as you want, but this time, there are going to be a couple of NPCs that are new to this area. Like, for instance, this guy over here. Looking at him, I say he's just a reskin of the guy we see in Traverse Town, but it's nice to see an NPC. It also brings more depth to the world. Like, at one point, people lived here. Kind of makes me sad that, you know, they lost their homes, or worse, they lost their hearts. But I guess that's why we're running around stopping the Heartless. This guy, he looks like a reskin of Waka. Speaking of which, I don't know what ever happened to those three at the island. I mean, it's kind of weird, like, you don't really see anybody from the island. You think they lost their heart, or do you think they wound up somewhere else? And you're also a reskin of the lady from Traverse Town. It's just, if they ended up somewhere else, then that means people who lost their world don't just end up at Traverse Town. I mean, I guess that makes sense, because Riku, he didn't end up in Traverse Town, but he had different means of, you know, leaving the world, technically. Huh. Well, I'm gonna grab the Green Trinity, and I'll call this an episode. You know, if you go back to the Cave of Wonders, it won't be there. Only during this part, though. If you leave and come back, it'll be there. Just thought I'd share that before I ended it. So, thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Take care, and remember to like and subscribe.